Hello everyone, I'm PyroFalkon and this is Evil Genius 2. This is also a bit of a mess because we had some robots explode. So I'm going to have to rebuild our break room real quick. I can't remember how much stuff I had here. Did I have one of these? I don't remember if I had one of those. Can't remember how full I made any of this. Well, let's just do that and flip and see what happens. Alright, so before we really get started, here comes the interactive part of your episode today. Oh god, all my cameras are gone too? Man, these robots, they just trashed everything what with their explosions and such. They might be a little too disruptive. As much as I like Red Ivan and explosions, there is a limit, and having that many explosions and fiery bits, things can go very wrong, very hurry if you're not careful. Alright, anyway. So here is the poll I have for all of you. Poll being a soft term, there's no actual poll, but I have a question. Please answer this in the comments below. So you can see here with the objectives, we've still got a bunch more to do if I want to 100% it, which I wasn't really planning on. I'm not really interested in 100%ing it this run or anything like that. And of course, we've already skipped over some of the stuff that we've kind of been screwed out of. So my question is, for those of you watching the series, especially if it's your second time watching this run, second time watching the show with Evil Genius, do you want to see all of this stuff done? It's one thing to do the features I haven't seen before, like the Aperture Science one, since that's relatively just come out. But like, I have no interest in dealing with the crime lords. We need to kill Daniel, and I suppose we would get what's-her-face. What's her name? Whatever her name is. We would recruit her, since this is also an all-female henchman run. But are you interested in seeing all of this? Seeing all the loots? Even if you've seen it in the first run before? Or do you want me to just sort of, not necessarily speed run, but just kind of get to the point a little quicker? I know this is only episode 25, but this is good knowledge for knowing for the next time, because if I do heavy editing, I could probably do a full run in only 20 episodes. It would be very tiring for me, but at least it wouldn't be so hard to watch. But that's up to you. You get to drive the show. If you want to see every little thing, I'm more than happy to play a lot more Evil Genius, especially for the third run. We can 100% it and try to get all the loot and everything. So I'm very curious to know what you want to say. Please let me know in the comments below. So for now, we're going to focus on Aperture Science. We do what we must because we can. We have been invited to take part in a prestigious competition that promises both devious experimental trap technologies and cake. Seems like something a power-hungry genius could really benefit from.
Side story begun.
No cutscene. To partake in the Invitational, you need to head to the map, coordinates on the invite, see what you can find. Sounds like a mission for the world stage. Investigate Abandoned Enrichment Center. Alright. Wonder if, what's her name? Chloe? Cole? What's her name? Chell is going to be there. Alright. We need just 10 guards. The coordinates point to an old enrichment center, previously used for exclusively creating bionic ears. Hopefully they won't hear you coming. Ha ha ha. Alright. So the guards are now on their way. I don't think there's anything we need to do otherwise, other than the basic maintenance around the base. We've got 5 out of the 6 super agents finished off, and the last one who remains is completely useless. So at this point, if I really pushed, I could easily get the game done. But let's see what this Aperture Science mission set is all about. Oh, and I forgot to say that they did a good patchwork. I don't know which patch it was, but recently there was a patch done that must have fixed the weird training blathering that Iris does. Because when I started the game for this recording session, I didn't have to hear, "There's a problem with the training room, buss," for friggin' 5 straight minutes. Thumbs up, Rebellion. Good job on that one.
These blueprints are a relic from ancient times, at least 14 years ago. What do they mean? It seems to have some connection to the old Lair Builder 4000 devices, but it's covered in chocolate frosting. Time to crack these open. To the laboratory.
Longtime viewers of this channel may know there isn't a lot that freaks me out in games, but synchronized animations truly kind of freak me out. So this is slightly freaking me out. It's not as bad as, say, if you're playing a sports game and everybody on the sideline does the exact same animation at the exact same time. But this is a pretty close second. They might be clones. Okay. Repel the scientific attackers. Oh, this is just a kill shot mission? Alright, well, I don't have to work very hard for this one. Emma's almost dead, but we'll take care of that real quick. Oh, there we go. They entered, or tried to enter from the side door and got taken down quick. The blueprints were for an advanced type of test chamber. Get your scientists to decipher them. Also should be pretty easy. I still have the buildings on demand. Is that her? Macy's kind of flipping and flying around right now. Anyway, I still have these machines on demand. If I had a lot more power, I wouldn't worry about it, but I'm lazy and economical and don't want to build 1,000 freaking power generators just to power my science buildings, especially since there's nothing more I need to science.
Eureka! This upgrade for our lair builders will enable us to build test chambers in our lair. We just need to upload the 1 megabyte update via this speedy 28.8 kilobit connection.
Holy crap, that's fast.
This might take a while.
You might be able to play Ultima Online with that connection. The recovered blueprints contain extensive information about how to build an Aperture Labs test chamber. Scientists need to decipher the blueprints to be able to upgrade it. Is there a game like that where you can make your own Aperture Science Lab? That'd be awesome. Construct an appropriately sized test chamber with your upgraded layer builder. Once done, the next phase can commence. Do I have any large swaths of real estate? Ah, look at that, a large swath of real estate. Okay, let's build a massive-ass Aperture Science Chamber. Wow, it even gets its own icon and everything. Is this 64 tiles? Is that 8x8? It might be 8x8.
Task complete.
You have been accepted into the Invitational. It's now time to proceed to the Alpha phase. Okay. Let's just immediately start. It's time to do some testing. The Alpha test requires pushing your test subjects through a myriad of cunning contraptions. Can you conquer the complex conundrums conjoining before your very eyes and qualify for the next round?
Side story.
Your first task is to collect some willing test subjects to aid in your inevitable victory. There's word of opportunity on the world stage, or simply recruit some snooping agents. Oh. Alright. Let's do this, because... Group of willing test subjects. Free holidays, a perfect respite from the hustle and bustle of modern life. Just always make sure to read the small print. Yeah, let's do it this way so I don't have to capture anyone. I don't even know if there's anyone in my base. I have to look around a bit. I really like the Aperture Science door. It's cool. Oh, get out of here, Agent X garbage.
An intruder has
Actually, if I'm going to need at least 10 subjects just to start the thing, I'm going to need to build more jail cells. Because I don't have enough. You know, I don't really use this. No, never mind. I was gonna say I don't really use that Inner Sanctum, but that is the last line of defense if everything goes to shit. So, oh, we got some space over here. We'll just add a small prison over here. A large reinforced crate with a heart on its side has been delivered to the island. Get your best scientist to crack it open. That sounds safe. We'll finally know what's in the freaking companion cubes. It's totally not a dead body. I swear.
Incredible. These contraptions are beyond belief.
But what do they do?
Well, if you'd just like to step this way, I can show you firsthand.
Last time I trusted you, I ended up with night vision and a rash.
I promise there'll be no side effects. This is nothing like the Rash Inducer 1000.
The side effect was night vision? Her name is Gladys. I'm so happy. Interrogate an agent using the Aperture multi-purpose science
You're running low on
panel alpha.
Build
Test
more
the AMSP alpha. Okay, well, we'll have to wait until we've got ourselves some more power in the base before I do that. We have a willing participant coming down to the Aperture Science panel. So... Oh, God! I don't know what I was expecting. I guess something a bit more subtle than that.
Has given us their secrets.
I'm probably going to need to make a small power room down here. Not only because we're going to need a lot more power, but I have a feeling that we're going to leave several bodies behind during this whole situation. So we're going to do that real quick and try to actually get some science accomplished. Ironically, what might speed all of this up is if we had portals ready to go. So I don't know if that's going to be part of the challenge. If we have to do too many of these, I might need to move the jail, the prison area down here. Do they only do the one thing?
Has been triggered.
Oh my God. Sir? You okay? Wow, he's not dead. I'm very impressed. Oh. Alright, well, that was that. 2 down, 3 to go. Test the bounciness of repulsion gel alpha. Okay, it's a good thing I know portal, because otherwise I'd be very confused right now. Let's move the Aperture Science panels to this side, so we're not immediately bouncing our test subjects out of the friggin' room. Okay, propulsion gel alpha. Let's see, does this actually goop? Let's see if this goops. The Yakamura has suggested the world's worst game show that I have just invented, simply called Will It Goop? Nobody will want to watch that other than a very specific audience that is going to do unfathomable things while watching whether a thing goops or not. I'm curious whether I did this wrong and I should have turned these at a 90-degree angle relative to the panels, but let's see what happens anyway. Oh, I didn't get enough distance on that. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my prison downstairs, otherwise this is just gonna take for friggin' ever. Holy crap. Alright, this is gonna take me a little longer than planned, but here we go. I mean, honestly, as much of a pain in my ass as this is, it's probably for the better, because this... 1, 2, 3... let's go like that. This is honestly probably for the better, because this will make my entire jail situation more secure, since in order to escape, they would have to go all the way back upstairs, not just break out of the cell. So they're going to have to, among other things, go through the training room where my soldier minions are training just to have a prayer at escaping. So maybe this isn't so bad. I mean, obviously it would have been better if I had been able to plan the entire base around it. Shit. Rather than doing this kind of ad hoc right at the end of the game. But there are worse things that could have happened, you know? Plus, this gives me yet another excuse to experiment a little bit, since that's what Evil Genius is all about. Alright, I've finally got everything reset, so now the prison is down here, and I've moved the goops a little closer to the Springy Boings. All very official terms, I assure you. So let's see what happens when you introduce a Springy Boing to a goop. Let's take it off of hyperspeed here. Alright.
The trap has been triggered.
Okay. So it goops them. What the fuck? Oh, that wasn't a death because they didn't hit the wall. Interesting. Wait. Oh, I need the repulsion gel rather than the
An intruder has been
propulsion gel. Okay. I screwed that up a little bit. So, I see. Okay. I suppose let's
We've got
add
a
a
prisoner.
bit of a wall here and redo the experiment. Man, science is fun. Given that's the shape of a right angle, is this like a bumper? Like, does this mean I'm basically going to boingy spring them from one panel to another? Where they just endlessly bounce until they die? I mean, that person technically endlessly bounced until they died too. Listen, everyone, I'm sure you have nothing to worry about. Remember, this is 100% ethical, because we're going to write the books on ethics. Okay. I'm basically happy with how that turned out. It's unfortunate, but makes sense that you can't combo something with either the starting trigger or just maybe it's a trigger that was within the same combo. Because otherwise you could make an infinite... God. Make an infinite trap. Test the splatteriness of the propulsion alpha gel. Okay, well, let's redesign this and make it a little bit more fun. I really need to mic up the Akamura so she can sing the Aperture Science theme song. Let's see if this worked out. Well, that seemed pretty efficient. It didn't do what we needed to do, unfortunately. Oh, I see. I'm gonna have to combo them directly into the goop for the sake of this experiment. I apologize to GLaDOS or whatever for not reading the instructions. I'm having just too much fun fucking about right now. But, what is science if it's not just fucking about for adults? With a little bit of tweaking, I think this is going to work better because now I can do 2 at a time. Let's try the experiment again. Actually, this one up here... Yeah, this one up here might trigger them both anyway.
A trap has been triggered.
Let's do that again, but not on fast speed.
We've got a new prisoner.
All right, Isabella Jones, thank you for volunteering for science. Let's make it happen.
Task complete.
Great. In mid-flight? Slide? Oh, wait, where'd all my Aperture Science traps go? Oh. Oh. I guess I have to do the next part of the thing. Okay. I guess that was just alpha testing. With the alpha test out of the way, the beta phase can commence. Complete the requirements of each test to see who will claim victory. Test the firepower of Sentry Turret Beta.
Success. We have progressed to the next stage of the competition.
Wonderful. What did we win?
More contraptions to test.
Well, that sounds fun. Okay, Alright, deal 150 damage using the beta turrets? Okay. Oh, I've got all my traps back now. Cake, it's a lie, beta. So is this a trap? Alright, well, let me reassemble my testing situation and then we'll do a little... We'll do a little bit of experimenting. You know, since this is science. Guys, help me. I think I've been corrupted by science. This is kind of reminding me of the Fallout 4 DLC where you get to run your own vault and do a little bit of science in that as well. I can't remember the name of it. I know it wasn't well received, but I found it a lot of fun. But you didn't really do science so much as you just tortured people with doing things like making them ride bikes until they died. And for those of you who might be asking yourselves, or asking me, I guess, but Pyro, weren't you going to take over the world? To that I say, we are going to take over the world. However, part of what makes us human beings is to understand the world we live in. And how else can I do that if I'm not using automated gun turrets to shoot innocent bystanders? I mean, willing bystanders. You have to know how the world works, after all. Okay, let's see if I have made this trap correct.
A trap has been triggered.
Not really. Does the turret only fire?
An intruder has given us their secret.
Well, now that we know as the distance that our test subjects travel, maybe just moving this over here will be enough. But maybe the turrets only fire on actual enemies, so we may have to do a little bit of additional testing. Take 2. I mean, it didn't work. What if I flag him to die? Oh, there we go. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do then. Let's get yet another willing participant. You know, a robot, for example.
You imbeciles.
I mean, I'm making this far more complicated than I need to. I can just flag these guys to die as they're trying to clean up the bodies.
Task complete.
There we go. Interrogate an agent using Cake It's a Lie beta.
An item has been
Okay.
destroyed.
I've sort of... This is fine. I just realized it said interrogate an agent. I wonder if this means this is going to fail, but we can at least see the animation of the cake. What a wonderful cake. It is a Black Forest cake, the Akamura. Yeah, I'm hungry too, robot who doesn't eat. This seems fine. I mean, it's just a pretty cake that blew up in his face.
Salaries paid.
Well, he went out with a bag. Whenever you need some free agents, just call in a super agent and capture their little buddies who come with them.
Minions.
Of course, since it's Olga,
Fine.
you know,
Must.
as I've said 1 billion times by now, she's toothless. This fight will be over pretty much before it begins.
They won't.
Confining target.
In fact, if anything, this will just take longer since my people have to go for captures rather than... What was that? Oh, it must have been one of the robots who went down. Boy, Wrecking Bola, that was really challenging.
Extinguished.
I almost thought about possibly breaking a sweat on that one. Okay, hopefully this counts at least.
A trap has been
Wow, isn't that cake wonderful? Yup, yum yum, gonna eat that cake.
Interrogation.
Cool, that counts. Alright,
An
let's
agent has given us
get 'em
their
going
secrets.
here. It's probably a good thing I have eliminated the super agents, because if I was trying to do this on top of defending myself from a bunch of nonsense from friggin' Olga or Symmetry,
An
this would
agent
get a
has
little
escaped
obnoxious.
captivity. An interrogation has
Okay,
succeeded.
combo
We have
AMSP
more
beta
intel.
through the repulsion gel beta and the repulsion... Yeah, so the thing I've already done. You got it, game. No problem. Let's see if I can double my fun here just by adding another science panel at the end of the little pinball situation.
Task complete.
I mean, it worked. Carry someone through at least 25 tiles in a single trap combo, starting with the panel. That is, again, what I think I've been able to do, right? That looks like it's 25 tiles. That's easily 25. This alone, the first leg is like 11 tiles. That's before we get into the other nonsense. Oh yeah, and that even counted 1 already, so hell yeah. We're good to go on this.
Task complete.
Combo Aperture multi-science into propulsion gel beta.
Paid.
I mean, that's what I just did? Unless what that means is I need to... No, that is what I just did. What? Oh man, we need some more test subjects. Oh, this is serendipitous. We're gonna kidnap some subjects, and then that's gonna bring Bola into our base, and then we can get some more. Ah, this is really helpful. Bola, you're really helping out science today. I appreciate it. Thinking back to my earlier question, I suppose there are a lot of science-ish games out there. I just have to find one. There was one I played on the recommendation of Gray Still Plays that I wish I remember the name of. I want to say it's just Species, but you grow these gross, like, tube worm things, and you just change the environment around them and see how they mutate and grow. Sorry for talking over you, Gladys.
We have been told to expect a delivery within 12 to 14 days' time. How exciting! I hope it's not a potato.
More Portal references! You dominated in the Invitational and should expect your prize within 12 to 14 working days. Hooray! One more, the Alpha and the Omega. You have won a cryptic reward that must be researched to unlock its full potential. That's not how you do its when it's a possessive. The science community is not happy. They have sworn to attack if you start the research. Whatever.
It seems the whole mad science community is a bit unhappy about us winning the Invitational. How unhappy? We received a letter. It says, if you start your research, we'll come over there to test a hypothesis about a human's resistance to high-velocity impacts. Interesting. We could lend them the impact analyzer. I think it's meant to be a threat. They signed it, yours threateningly, the scientific community.
Okay. The scientific community is threatened to attack the lair. If you claim your prize, will you press the button? What is a button for, if not needing to be pressed?
Salaries paid. We have fought off the scientific community and unlocked the secrets of enrichment. We have also unearthed portals of incredible cosmic power. But where do they go? Let's find out, shall we?
More testing? Let's see. I guess not. I guess we finished the mission. Go forth and test. Okay. Oh, that's it. There's not even another mission. It's just, okay, you unlocked all the parts. Go have fun. I'm okay with that. The really... Let's see. Hold on. The interesting thing is that I was reading one of the Steam reviews and someone said that they didn't like it because it took... the way they worded it, it was the entire base in order to get anything accomplished. But I'm like... oh my god. The edgeless safety cube. So, a ball. Anyway, I thought that you would have to literally use the entire base, but no, it's not even that bad. It's... oh, but you only get one portal. Interesting. Aperture test door. Aperture security camera. Okay. Alright, hold on. We don't have much time left. So I'm going to make myself a little something here. Yeah, there was a reviewer who implied that it was literally your entire base that your character would have to... or the traps would have to go through. It's not that bad. It's barely anything. If this works even half as well as I'm hoping it will be, it'll be the perfect way to end this.
An intruder has given us their secrets.
I'm pretty satisfied with that. She died for science, and also for laughs. Thank you all very much for watching. I need to lower the population of my prison a little bit. And I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.